Hello everybody, welcome to Smash. Well, not the kind of Smash you're expecting for, and we are talking about school maths ain't so hard. Smash. The following contents are based on the assumption that you have a median good understanding of multiplications and divisions. However, if you do not have a median good understanding of multiplication and division, please refer to Mr. J's handout on basic multiplication and division. And if you do not have Mr. J's handout on basic multiplications and divisions, please ask Mr. J for a copy of Mr. J's handout on multiplication and divisions. Now we can start. Topic today we want to revise are factor trees and highest common factors. Now let's start with factor trees. There are two different ways of doing factor trees. First of all, let's do a factor tree of 120. Now, way number one, I would hope that we're using factors that are not too small. So that sort of rely on your understanding of divisibility. 120, what can be divided by? 12 and 10, because 120 has a 0. 12 breaks down into 3 and 4, and 10 breaks down into 2 and 5. And in turn, 4 breaks down into 2 and 2. And obviously, all these are multiplication without saying. Now, circle all the numbers below where there were nothing below it. So 120 would equal to 3 times by 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 5. Now, specifically here, this is called the expanded form. And excuse the handwriting, haven't got used to this yet. Not only the expanded form that you need to understand, you also need to learn something that is called the index form. And preferably doing things in order, so there are 3 2's in here. So we'll do 2 to the power of 3 times by a 3 times by a 5. And this is called a index form. Now, question number 2. Using the second method of doing factor tree, let's do the factors of 80. Now, break down 80. The second method would be using the smaller numbers as small as possible. So 80 is an even number, so it can be divided by 2, and that will be 2 and 40. And 40, hence, divided by 2 would be 2 times by 20. 20 would be 2 times by 10. And lastly, 10 would be 2 times by 5. Now, in a way, I would say the initial division make it a little bit harder. Other than that, maybe this is a method that someone will prefer. Count the number of 2's correct. 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 2 and times by 5. Now, that is the expanded form. And that would also equal to 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2's, 2 to the power of 4 times by 5. Hence, the index form. Now, one last part of this video, we're talking about how do you find highest common factor using expanded form. So for example, let's say the questions that we had before, 120 equal to expanded form 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 3 times by 5. Well, something that we had before, don't say I don't have a good memory, 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 3 times by 5. Now let's keep going. Next part will be 8, which equal to 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 5. So if I've got the time up to here, 80 would equal to 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 5. Highest common factor of the two numbers, fairly simple. The numbers that both of them share, they share 1, 2, they share 2, 2, they share 3, 2, do they share one more 2? No, they don't. They also share a 5. So the highest common factor would be 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 5. And this time, I don't want a form or an index form. I want a number out of it. 2 times by 2 equal to 4, 4 times by 2 which equal to 8, 8 times by 4 which equal to 40. There you go. How do you find the highest common factor using expanded form? And then how do you do the rest? Smash again. Now, before the end, some trivia. Do you know AlphaGo has defeated more than 60 masters in the game of Go? Plus Ultra, and I'll see you next time.